And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be looking at a Tory with a backbone. I know. There is a few. I've found a few. The Tory we're talking about is one of the new Red Wall Tories. He's from Mansfield. His name is Ben Bradley. That's a picture of him. Now, if you're not sure where Mansfield is, it's in between Nottingham and Sheffield. Now, what the story is about is it's about him refusing unconscious bias training. Now, I'm not too sure if you're aware what unconscious bias training is, but I'll give you a quick rundown. Unconscious biases are learned stereotypes that are automatic, unintentional, deeply ingrained, universal, and able to influence behaviour. Unconscious bias training programs are designed to expose people to their unconscious biases, provide tools to adjust automatic patterns of thinking, and ultimately eliminate discriminatory behaviours. Now, it's all fluffy that, isn't it? I'll give you a layman's term of it. It's to teach white people that they're racist even if they're not. Unconscious biases are unintentional racism. So, effectively, unconscious bias training will teach you that even if you are not a racist, you never had a racist thought in your mind, you're still a racist. Now, you know me, I class myself as completely colourblind. I don't see colour, I don't care about your colour, I don't care about anything other than your character and the merit. That's it. Unconscious bias and critical race theory is racism. It's anti-white racism. It's actually trying to teach you that you are racist just because of the colour of your skin. You understand what that is? That's racism. I don't care if the new definition of racism doesn't include any other race other than white. I just care about racism. And if you teach a race that they are racist just because of their race, that's racist, is it not? I wouldn't normally get so irate, but this is abhorrent to me. Now, if you're wondering who brought this in, this is a initiative by Simon Woolley. If you're wondering who that is, he's a lord who founded, are we ready for this, Operation Black Vote. So he's a racist. Imagine if a white person did Operation White Vote. Just imagine what the storm that would create. You see where I'm going with this one? I would like to know if this guy's done unconscious bias training whatsoever, because I can guarantee from that alone, who founded Operation Black Vote tells me that his biases are very ingrained. But yeah, he's alright to be calling others. Now, Ben Bradley, the Conservative MP, is one of the few that's pushing back against this, and he's characterising it as a woke agenda, which it is exactly what it is, isn't it? Now, he said he refused to do training and called on fellow MPs to do the same. He wrote, "In my view, we should be unabashed in our cultural conservatism, sticking up for free speech and the right to make my own bloody mind up, thank you very much, and stepping in to block this unconscious bias nonsense." So he's got my vote already. He seems to understand what's going on, doesn't he, Ben Bradley, from that comment? He wants to keep going with cultural conservatism, which is exactly what most of us want. The ones that voted Tories in, with an 80-seat majority, I might add. Sticking up for free speech and the right to make my own bloody mind up. That's perfect in my opinion. Now, obviously the left and Mr. Woolley himself have immediately come out and started with the smears, haven't they? Now, what he said was that he issues a warning that politicians who push back on it were demonstrating their inability to move to the 21st century. For all parliamentarians, this is the lowest hanging fruit to understand our own inbuilt prejudices. You notice how he said our? I guarantee this won't be our. I wonder if any of the non-white people are having to go to this unconscious bias training. I very much doubt it. Because we all know only white people can be biased, don't we? Ridiculous. I am appalled that so many MPs from whatever party would refuse to do this training. You know what I'm astounded at, Simon Woolley? That you're allowed to have a totally racist organisation like Operation Black Vote. That's what I'm appalled at. Imagine if a white person had Operation White Vote. Would he be branded racist? I think he would. I expect all politicians to undertake the unconscious bias training if asked, and hope they would view it as something which would enable them to do their job better. How would teaching people that are not racist, that they are racist, help them to do the job properly? You know what this is actually for? This is so that the left can then say, you're a racist. Even if you're not a racist, you're a racist. You want to know why? Because you went to unconscious bias training and that says that you are a racist even if you're not. Clown world, innit? It's absolute clown world. He also said this muppet, particularly following the Black Lives Matter movement. So he is a racist and a Marxist as well. He wants to destroy the fabric of our society, is what Black Lives Matter movement is. We need all our parliamentarians to make an honest appraisal about our often inbuilt prejudices. You notice that hour again? It would help them be better politicians. Sure it would. Now, in response to that, Mr. Bradley has said the training to him represents the second phase of our re-education. Gulag time! After MPs attended sessions about valuing people in the workplace. He added, "It seems totally nonsensical to me that in my role as a representative of a community that has typically felt left behind and voiceless for many years, I should be advised that there are certain words I shouldn't use, certain issues that I should avoid, and certain sensibilities that I should not offend. How am I to raise the true feelings of an electorate that broadly feels like it's being preached at by a metropolitan elite who neither understand nor care about them, if I have to walk on eggshells and dance around the problem?" Exactly. He can't do his job if he can't talk about everything, can he? And I fully agree with him on this. Several of his colleagues tweeted their agreement. Good on them, including David Warburton. Thank you, David. The MP for Somerton and Frome. He said he would go no further down this rabbit hole. And that's exactly what it is, isn't it? Now, these are all going to be encouraged to do poetry and write things in regards to their unconscious bias, and it's going to be posted on a virtual wall. I would actually like to know where this virtual wall is, so if any of you know where it's going to be posted, if you can let me know, it would be brilliant, because obviously anyone that does go for this rubbish are proving themselves racists, are they not? We can use the unconscious bias training against them ourselves, because that means that you must have been unconsciously biased and therefore racist. See where I'm going with that? But I'd like to name and shame all of them. Obviously, it's going to be anonymous, isn't it? But how many of these narcissists do you know in Parliament that could hide who they are behind their own words? I possibly would estimate not a one. But let me know what you think, everyone. Do you think this is good news? Do you think Ben will be able to hold firm on these sort of things, and David Warburton and the rest? I hope they do, because it may be that another 40 Conservative MPs will refuse as well, which is perfect, isn't it? This is just a way for the left to be able to bash the right, or the ones they perceive as right. They're not right, are they? But they want to be able to bash Tory MPs, and it's falling flat on its arse because the Tory MPs are going, nah, not interested. But anyway, let me know what you think, everyone. I'd like to know your opinion. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share it out, everyone. That was quick, wasn't it? Fast. It is the best way you can help the channel grow, if you share it out, everyone. It would do me a massive favour. Stay sane. Don't go nuts like the absolutely insane left are going at the minute. And I'll see you on the next one.